Alright, let's get going. I remembered my settings. I think the Model C is still the best choice. The S is a little DPS challenged. And the L just doesn't have the defenses. But if you get a C, and upgrade it properly. Speaking of upgrading it properly. Alright, blueprints. Can we afford? Yes, we can. What are we going to need to do to afford this thing? We're going to need to acquire more stuff, obviously. We have the blueprint. That's what we need. Oh, wait, we need to contact the station and get a few jobs. We might as well accept this as well. Okay. Let's go shoot stuff. Pew pew pew. We shouldn't have to come back to the station until such time as we need more crew. There's our target. Oh, we need to go back and get the blueprint for the cannon ammo as well. Get in close. Get in close. Chase him down. And more importantly, try to shoot through him. Good. Okay. Seems to be ignoring us so far. Let's see. Delete the pretty stuff. We definitely have some stuff to repair, but not critical just yet. Actually, wait, how much storage space do we have? Not very much. We're probably going to have to spend a lot of our resources early on. Just to keep the storage space in line. Okay, everybody on board. Everybody is on board. Onward to the next target. Oh, there's one of those roving pirates. We want to get as close as we possibly can to him. And just shoot the crap out of him before he can do anything. Okay. In this case, maybe a little closer would be helpful. This particular enemy is not really much of a threat, to be honest. Okay. We want to be able to afford a shield as soon as possible. Looks like we are almost out of ammo, so we're going to have to go do something about that. I think we'll swing past this asteroid, mine as much hyperfuel as we can, and then we'll go back to the station and sell some stuff. Okay. None of that is mineable, apparently. Okay, back to the station, because at this point we do not have any more cannon ammo. Biggest drawback of this ship. Receive payment. We can't hold more crew at the moment. Go ahead and sell all of our hyperfluid fuel. Let's go ahead and buy some amount of ammo. That was probably too much ammo, to be honest. Is there anything else we want to sell? Not really. The rest of the stuff we need to modify our own hull. Can we buy the cannon ammo factory? Yes, we can. Okay, let's buy that. It's very important we own that blueprint. We don't need to install it just yet. We need to own it. Oh, this is rare. Okay, this is cool. Okay. I figured out how you go about buying new ships, by the way. Well, not figured out, but I looked it up online. Okay, well, this thing's a bit unfortunate because its reactor's right there. There's gonna be no salvaging most of this. Okay, how much is there to repair? Not much. That's how much. Armor for the win. Anyway, apparently in the new versions of Cosmoteer, you can't buy ships anymore. So to salvage a ship, you need to or not salvage a ship. Here, blueprint mode. Turn off that. Move you over. Attack a storage on the back. Okay. Anyway, so since you can't buy ships anymore, the only ways you can get them are to capture them, which I figured out last night, together with AF, or to what do I call it? To build them as part of a current ship and then split them apart using an explosive. which is kind of odd, but definitely I'm going to try to make it a priority to get a mining ship of some kind up and running. Basically a giant block of storages with a... how much ammo do we have? Oh, we're still getting ammo, alright. This thing needs to be redesigned rather badly. Close in close. The better the accuracy, the better. Okay, good deal. Yeah, alright. And there's a sulfur asteroid right over there if we want to do any modifications to our hull, which we probably should do at this point. I think it's probably about time to tear this thing apart and rebuild it. It's likely that we can afford a shield, which means we should move the cockpit to be behind the power generator instead of in front of it. Put the shield where the cockpit is. Well, let's just check some of this stuff out. Okay, shields, we can afford a shield. Good. Now, crew cabins. Let's just delete all this stuff here. We're going to move it all around, but we'll delete it for now. Now, cockpit goes behind that. Small shield goes in front of that. That works reasonably well. Gives the shield a good amount of armor in front of it. Now, put a bit of armor there, a bit of armor there. There's no point in having that decorative crap on the back there. Okay. Now we need crew quarters, which I'm going to have to do. Where do I want to put these? Yeah, actually, how is our engines laid out? I really don't like having these side engines on there like that. We do have some protected side engines. I don't want to remove these storages because they're pretty important. Oh, we need to put in... okay, we need the cannon ammo production. So we'll put that there. And then... I'm going to delete these engines for now. I don't like their layout. I do want corridors through here because they move faster through corridors, and that's useful. Crew quarters. We'll put a pair of crew quarters there. And then back here, we'll put some engines. These engines we will move out a little bit, because why not? The airlocks. I kind of want multiple airlocks. I'm going to actually move the airlocks to there. And the fire extinguishers I'm going to move up to there. I don't know what I'm going to do with this space yet. Actually, I kind of do. Do some moving. There we go. Crew quarters there. That'll leave plenty of space back here we can use for whatever. Specifically, that's where I'm going to start putting engines. Like that. Okay, we can't afford it. However, Okay, what are we doing that we can't afford? Cannon ammo. Oh, the airlocks are really expensive, aren't they? Okay. We'll only put on one airlock for now. And we'll put a piece of structure in the place of the one that... And also we'll do the same thing with the other fire extinguisher for now. Leaving blank spots to mark where they go. Okay, that still doesn't get us enough resources though. We can maybe not afford the cannon ammo production just yet. Okay, we can definitely afford this though. Problem is that this is not an acceptable setup. Okay, we can't afford those. We're just going to have to be a bit slow for now. Yeah. We can add some small thrusters though to make it not completely slow. Oh, we don't have any forward braking thrusters anymore. Oops. That was an error. Actually, we can fix that. We'll just have to be smart about it. Okay. Yeah, they're still salvaging the ships. So we're still getting resources. Trying to figure out where I want to put these things for the braking thrusters. I'm almost tempted to put them in the middle on the front. That's the place most likely to get shot, and we probably don't want braking thrusters to get shot instantly. Ideally, they would get shot a little bit later. Okay, fine. We'll go ahead and put those stupid three-way thrusters on. That will give us more forward thrust as well. Okay. We just need a little bit more resources and we can... Oh shit. A couple shots on the side. What? Yeah. Face the target. Okay, do we have enough ammo? Yes, we do. I think. I hope. Okay, just take him out quickly. Damn it, we're out of ammo. Okay. That is not good. Do not turn around, just back off, piece of shit. Oh, we don't have any reverse thrusters anymore. That might be bad. At least the shields are staying up. Just keep backing off as best we can. As long as we keep our nose pointed toward him. Why did we have an EVA crew member? Okay, well we don't anymore. Oh, he must have been in a section that got broken or something. Because we have lost access to this remaining one. Actually, can we... No, we can't. Okay. There we go. Now we have access to our engines. Some amount of our engines, anyway. Would you please back off? I gave you orders to back off. He's trying to, I think, but we just don't have... The asymmetric thrust is a problem. Alright. Is he out of ammo too? Because if he's out of ammo, I don't think there's anything I can do to get a gun up. If I get a point defense, we can move up and very slowly whittle him down. Question is, what would I delete to get a point defense back? Because I need 8 coils and I have 0. It's kind of like the same question, what could I delete to get a cannon factory? Not that it would matter because we don't have any sulfur, but... I think we need to limp back to the station. But if he can't shoot us anymore, then let's just go back to the station and ignore him. Because he appears to be out of cannon ammo. And he definitely does not have a way to produce more. So if he wants to chase us all the way back, that's fine. He can do that. And I won't mind one little bit. Because if I can just buy a little tiny bit of cannon ammo, we can turn around and blow his ass up. But if he had something other than a cannon, as far as guns went, we would be screwed. Maybe we should go around that unknown signal. Oh, it's just an asteroid field, okay. This guy's about to have a very bad day. I wonder if we get credited for blowing him up. I would like to turn in a couple bounties. And how about we buy about 60 cannon ammo, okay? Apparently he had a little accident like Kablooey. Wait, everybody's back on board. With our lovely, lovely ammo. And when that's done, we're going to go out there and salvage that. And hopefully that'll give us enough to buy more. Specifically, we need to buy an ammo factory. There we go. Now we need to go mine some sulfur. I would really like to repair all, but rather than repair all, I would much rather repair all from the looted chunks of my enemies. Apparently we did not get all the cannon ammo we paid for. Yeah. Whole ship's a little worse for wear, unfortunately. Okay, is everybody on board? Yes, everybody is. Oh, would you look at that. Nice convenient sulfur right here. Yeah, this thing is a little under-engined, and a little under-engined at the moment. Anyway, this should buy us all the cannon rounds we could ever need. I need to set some stuff up. Okay, supply chain mode on. We want sulfur. I don't care where the sulfur comes from, honestly. There we go. Sulfur can be stored anywhere. Cannon rounds can only be stored there. The main thing is I don't want these filling up with cannon rounds. Okay, we definitely need more sulfur though. More sulfur, more better. We're going to end up with them insisting on filling all of these up with everything, so I'm gonna actually order steel be stored in those. Just because we can always be assured that we'll have lots of steel to store. And that will stop them from putting too many cannon rounds in the wrong places. Yeah, get those out of those storages, please. Alright. How much repairing can we do at this point? Oops. Repair, there we go. Repair everything that doesn't cost coils. Which is everything but our poor beleaguered engines, apparently. Wow. And our power generator. How much sulfur do we have? That'll be enough for now. We don't really have enough storage to do much else. Off we go. Well, if we were less stuck, it would be off we go. Unfortunately, we have like no braking thrust. We're going to have to be very careful here. Also, our forward thrust is pathetic. 35 meters a second. Small thrusters are terrible. Oh, we hit an asteroid apparently. Copper, sulfur, all the fun stuff right there. There's our target, which we want to get as close to as we can. Hit the cockpit. Miss everything else, please. Hit the cockpit. There we go. Yay! Hopefully we get some good stuff out of this. Okay. Our braking thrust being terrible. We will aim a bit short of where we actually want to be and adjust when we get there. Here we go. Okay, so we are, in theory, self-sufficient at this point. And we can almost, but not quite, repair everything. Which, if I was using the right tool... There we go. Okay, we can at least repair our engines. Oh wait, we can't repair everything. Okay. Barely, but we can repair everything. This annoys the heck out of me. They don't consolidate piles of stuff. Anyway. Now. Next up. How much ammo do we have? Looks like it's full. Okay, good. We still have plenty of sulfur as well. Yeah, we're still slower than heck, but at least we're a little less slower than heck. We definitely need to replace those small thrusters with larger ones. Standard ones, I guess they would be. This game is pretty easy as long as you're hitting enemies from the direction you want to hit them from. Hello, Ash. The problems pop up when you hit them from a direction that they want to hit you from. Or they come up on you when you're doing something useful and interesting. Let's get a little closer. The shields don't care how close we are. But the cannons... Cannons definitely do. A few people would please load the guns, thank you. We need more crews, problem. Next time I go back to base, we need to definitely do something about that. Load the cannons, please. I'd like to get behind these guys, but I don't think we're going to be capable of doing that. Okay, fine, screw it. Just down the middle. There we go. How was co-op last night? Oh, co-op was a ton of fun. Aph and I flew around and slaughtered and were slaughtered for quite a while. Poor Aph was struggling a little bit to figure out how to design a ship effectively, which is less easy than it seems at first. Thankfully, I had a little bit of prior knowledge of what kind of worked and what kind of didn't. Even though it's a bit outdated, it helped a lot. But we both got our asses kicked quite a bit. Overconfidence and such like. Went with a board cube. Yeah, I find it to be very effective early on to cover your entire front with shields and then just build to the width of the shields behind that. It doesn't look very cool, but it functions. This is very early game design. So far, basically all I've done is added a shield. Well, this is the Model C starter ship that I basically squared off. Eventually, I'm going to be adding larger cannons on the front. Well, a whole bunch of changes. Gonna need more storage space too as well. Let's see, what kind of modifications can we make? Can we afford better engines? No, we cannot. Okay. That's mildly unfortunate. We actually have a reasonable amount of storage space free at the moment, so we kind of don't need to make any changes for a bit. Anyway, co-op for this game is it works really well. It's exactly like the single player, but there's 2 of you. And you split all the money rewards. I'm not sure if the money rewards are a little higher in multiplayer. I haven't really... I'm not sure. Anyway, any mission rewards, you share missions. You know, you all have the same missions. You share the rewards for them. But if I were to, say, stop at an asteroid, mine resources, and then sell those resources, I would get the money from that. Like the need for multi-directional thrusters? Yeah. Also, this game does a really good job of calculating how to manage multiple thrusters. So like your center of gravity does matter, but if your thrusters aren't evenly placed around the center of gravity, you'll just run some of them slower than the rest to make up for it. So if I noticed, for example, that my rear thrusters are running slower than my mid thrusters, that would mean that I really should move the mid thrusters or the, either one to make up for it. You do the last Starfighter Death Blossom? No, probably. Another cool thing you can do, flight direction. You can pick any direction from here, and that'll be the direction that is forward for your ship. So if you pick like a diagonal, then you can have a ship that flies diagonally and then mount your engines accordingly. Some pretty cool designs do that. Or you could have a ship that has all the guns mounted on the one end and thinks that the other end is the front, so you can fly away from stuff while you shoot it. All kinds of stuff like that. Okay, this is our target, I think. Ship graveyard, huh? I don't think I've ever seen one of these points. This might be amazing and it might be terrible. Right now I'm going to go with salvage. Amazing. That said, I'm inclined to believe that I should probably be very careful in here. This guy starts flying toward us, we're going to have to call in the crew and go after him. Which, here he comes. Get our shields pointed in the right direction. Everybody's inside. Everybody's inside. Alright. Oh, this is one of those annoying little... Okay, this is a diagonal ship. This thing does very little damage, but it's just as fast forward as it is reverse, and it likes to fly away from you at high speed while shooting its stupid little guns. On the other hand, I don't have to play its game. I can sit here and try to shell it with a cannon, which is not successful because, of course it isn't. I want to get very close to the ship because it's got these little machine guns. They're point defenses and they'll shoot my cannon shells down. That might be a little too close, just saying. Okay. I need to get more crew. Let's shoot its engines off. Okay. Now. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna capture this thing. We've captured our first ship. Awesome. Would you idiots please get the shields up? Oh, it doesn't gonna matter because the disruptor's gonna keep them down. Thankfully, this ship doesn't have much in the way of guns. But there's a second ship behind him. Is that friendly to us? It looks like it is. Okay, awesome. Okay, this is the best possible place for this to have happened to us. Can I afford to fix our engines? Yes, I can. Heck yes. Okay, we need to transfer some more crew over. Because we need somebody to run around and... No, not crew management. Transfer crew to the Marigold. One crew member. Yeah, we need somebody to keep the engines fueled, basically. I don't like the diagonal designs very much. But I'm going to use this ship graveyard to upgrade my ships as much as possible. Okay, Marigold, buddy, get over here. We're going to be upgrading this and using it as a crew ferry to go grab more crew and bring out here. This place is a gold mine. Okay, just like stop cuddling up to the Model C, please. Alright, what changes can I make? Small hyperdrive. I'm gonna sell a lot of this stuff. I might completely redesign this thing. Gonna make it a straight flyer. Okay. Let's go ahead and add a large storage. Right there. And then we'll do a corridor. Okay. Now, large storage. Dead center in the middle. That's actually probably a terrible idea. There we go. Okay, we definitely cannot afford to do this. Once again, turn that off before we do anything insane. Okay. This we can afford. There we go. Okay, this is a really shitty starship design. Oh, I don't have any engines on it right now either. That's definitely a mistake. Let's go ahead and put small three-ways on each side. Okay. Now it's got really shitty engines. Go ahead and set flight direction to this way. Yay. New ship. Yes, we captured one of our attackers. We managed to destroy just enough of it that we could capture it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the Model C here, salvaging this wreck. And we're going to take the Marigold, and we're going to go to the station here. And we're going to see about getting more crew. Because right now we are severely undercrewed. Very severely undercrewed. Eventually, this is probably going to become my industrial ship. No real guns or defenses, slower than heck. Loads and loads of storage space and manufacturing complexes. Okay. Hail the station. Complete missions. We'll unlock the mining laser. And then we will use as much of our remaining money to hire crew as we can. Although we're going to have to do... I should have bought more crew compartments if I was going to do this. Okay. Here we go. Crew compartments. Allow us to buy 6 more crew. Hail the station. Hire as much crew as we can fit. After all, a proper industrial ship needs a good amount of crew to do the mining and such like. This is a really good start. Okay, how are you doing? Still not completely full up on resources, so that's good. Yeah, we're gonna salvage all these places as much as we can. It looks like most of these probably don't have anything except hull components in them. But that's fine, because we need a lot of those. Specifically, I want a lot of those to build more storages on the Marigold. Who is going to be renamed, by the way. Marigold is the class of ship that this once was. It's not the name of the individual ship. Yeah. We appear to be getting nothing but steel out of this. Let's see. What can we buy that we need at the moment that requires just steel? Not a whole lot. Storage space. Armor. Honestly, armor is probably what we should buy. Oh, this needs to be. There we go. That'll free up a lot of storage space. Okay, Marigold, buddy. Mind that. And this thing's design is functional, shall we say. Very functional. Okay, we need a considerable amount of resources to afford this. Which we will get to sooner or later. Let's take the Model C and go poke around a little bit in this field. See if we can find anything more valuable. It really does look like it's just nothing but... Oh, there's some working engines. Okay. That's good. I think we're gonna run around and loot the high value stuff with the Model C. Actually, no, wait. Get back here. We're gonna transfer a bunch of the crew off the Marigold to the Model C. Because the Marigold... Well, we need more crew on the Model C to make it combat effective, basically. The Marigold does not have to be combat effective. Transfer crew. We want to transfer 8 from the Marigold to the Model C. Make that 7, I guess. It's going to be a large portion of the crew. That should get us a crew of 12. Which will be enough to make everything aboard run much more smoothly. Marigold, meanwhile, has a crew of 5. Which is not many. I need to think of an actual proper name for this. Actually, does anyone in chat have any ideas for a name? There's 6 of you. Surely at least one of you has a good idea for a ship name. Keeping in mind that this is going to be a giant clump of industrial stuff, probably. Move a little closer. There we go. Okay. Break down all those engines. The barge borrow? It's actually not a half bad idea. Obviously it can't have any wheels. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's see. Here we go. There. Okay, so these guys are mostly cleaned up. That got us a few coils. Actually, where did they all go? I thought I had some coils. Okay, I do have some coils. This one's definitely got some nice stuff on it. I don't want to salvage it with this ship though, because I don't have enough storage. But I will definitely be bringing... Hello, survey. I will definitely be bringing the barge borrow over there. We still don't have enough for a second large storage. I need to get more crew quarters on here as well. For faster salvaging and such like. We can put another one here, I guess. It's kind of a terrible place to put a crew quarters though, I guess, actually. Okay, I'll put a second airlock hatch over here, eventually. And we can just put a pair of crew quarters off the sides. Actually, no, we can't because the engines are in the way. Yeah, we need a larger crew. And this does look like a pretty juicy target. Most of these look like crew quarters. But there's got to be some coils in most of these parts. You built a small medium ship maintenance bay. When you try to use it, it says no ship trader on board. What gives? I think, if I remember correctly, you have to assign a crew person as a ship trader, basically. It's a position just like what do I call it? Like a manager, yeah. Sometimes even after you've assigned one, it does that for a while, but it's just, it'll clear up eventually. Do we go after more crew? I think we might want to go after more crew. Okay, well, first of all, let's see what we can do about adding more crew quarters without disrupting this thing too much. Okay. There we go. There we go. That should be more than enough new crew quarters. I should add a little bit of armor to that, but if this thing ever gets in combat, it's screwed anyway. If it's a maintenance bay, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to build any ships there. You'll be able to modify ships. Basically, you would end up with a equipment dock instead of a shipyard. Although that can still be pretty valuable. Yeah, the blueprints for that are, of course, way cheaper than the blueprints for an actual shipyard. And sometimes, depending on what you want to put on your ships, it can save you a ton of money just buying the hulls from somebody else with minimum gear and then actually outfitting them yourself. Which I'm sure you've thought of already. This thing has a hyperdrive on it. I don't remember how the hyperdrives work. Optimal efficiency 5 meters. Minimum efficiency 30 meters. Okay. Oh yeah. They can jump stuff in a radius around them, that's right. Just started running from the Argon shipyard to the Zyarth Dominion shipyard. Long trek. A little bit. Also annoying trek considering the short path is right through the middle of a bunch of Xenon sectors, or a Xenon sector, depending on how ambitious they've been. Kick up the speed a little bit. Okay, we're going to spend as much money as we can getting more crew. Because right now crew is our limiting factor. Oh, this is going to be terribly expensive. We can only hire 2 crew members. Rip. I'm going to go ahead and sell our hyperfuel. I don't want to sell our steel yet, although we can get plenty of it. That's not very much money for that amount of steel, though. Okay, we'll hire 2 people. We definitely need to make a lot more money, though. We certainly didn't need to add these extra crew quarters. But it's not a bad thing to own them anyway. I'd like to get rid of this small hyperdrive, but I don't really want to tear it apart right now. Okay, let's get back out here, and then we'll salvage this wreck. Oh, Af, guess what I found? Oh, hello, by the way. Guess what I found? Guess, guess, guess. It's a ship graveyard. Right in my starting system for this run, there's a ship graveyard. It doesn't really have anything except hull plates and stuff. There's the occasional thing that's not just raw hull plates, but still. So much hull plates. Also, I managed to capture an enemy ship right about this same time, so I've got my industrial ship. I think we need to do more exploring. Because this wasn't hidden or anything, it was just right there. I mean, it didn't show up until I got close to it, of course, but it was just kind of one of the many little unknown signals that I happened to wander close to, and it's like, oh, wow, would you look at that? Okay. Let's add a new storage. And then, what was the other thing I wanted to add? Oh, yes. The mining laser. Which I can't quite afford because I didn't have enough coils. How many coils are aboard you? Not enough. Okay. Hard multiplayer just because the money is split? Yeah, a little bit. Go put this over here. This would be an awesome place to get hulls that you could build into something useful too. Because you can send crew over to any of these wrecks. And then assuming you had the resources available, you could actually build useful stuff on them. Okay, like this one's probably got engines and stuff on it. That's prime loot right there. Because if this thing has any coils on it. Right now I'm short on coils. Usually I have tons of coils, but currently the limiting factor is crew, which are incredibly expensive. And splitting across 2 ships like this certainly isn't helping anything. I'm rich. Do you have enough coils to make a mining laser yet? No. Where do we even put this thing? Probably right here. No, that'd be a bad idea. Right here, I guess, is probably the best place to put it. Or, hear me out. Okay, most of the places I'd like to put it, here actually wait. Most of the places I'd like to put it are not good places to put it for one reason or another. Here would be okay. If it wasn't for these two crew quarters in the way. I could delete those two crew quarters and just use these two crew quarters, but these are badly placed crew quarters in the first place. I can't put it here because it's not accessible. If I put it here, I'm going to have to build some hallways to make it work. We're a bunch of coils short of being able to do it anyway, so. Let's do that for now, with the assumption that it's going to go in there someday. Any of these wrecks have things that likely have coils. Most of these are just solid chunks of armor. That might have a few, probably not though. I think I've got all the stuff that had engines on it. There were a few juicy bits near the middle that had some almost intact engines on them. Oh wait, here's something that has engines. Okay. Oh, this one has some engines too that are actually look to be in decent shape. Nice. A lot of hull plates, that's for sure. Ooh, okay, we got a little closer. We're only 15 away. I think we have 12 aboard the other ship. Well, maybe we should just pick a spot and start mining everything. Wait, there's an engine. There's an engine. Engines! Give me... It's not that I need the engines, I need the coils they're made out of. No coils? Not even one? Okay, I guess that engine must have been pretty beat up. I think multiplayer, they expect you to work together, and so they deliberately make it a little harder. Definitely they don't spawn more hostiles or anything, which is a bit... makes it definitely harder to get lots of salvage. Okay, that's a lot to salvage. Let's try to edge in a little closer. I should probably be salvaging things with my other ship, but it just doesn't have very much storage space. It has a larger crew, though. Let's salvage a few things with it. Looks like we're going to have to put more storages on. Oh no. More storage. Truly a fate worse than death. The awesome thing about this place is that there's no reason to leave anything behind because storages are just cost plates, so. This went from one of those... This used to be one of those dinky little ships with the point defenses on the nose. Yeah, it doesn't really resemble that anymore. I should probably get rid of this hyperdrive because honestly it's not going to do anything. If I got rid of the hyperdrive and moved on the crew quarters there and then sold these 2 crew quarters, nothing would really happen, but... Okay. Yep, I think we've got a large amount of hull plates. These guys are pretty full on hull plates as well. Let's go break up one of the smaller bits. So many hull plates. I can just buy as many storage as I want at this point. It's kind of insane. I need to actually start go hunting down actual pirates. Get this thing into a clump of stuff and just mine the whole area. There. Okay, and then let's take the other ship and go engage in some actual combat somewhere. Let's see, where's our next target? Over there? Yeah, there's no reason to stick around here anymore, I'm pretty sure. It does make me mildly concerned leaving our ship alone, but I'm very certain I've got all the pirates in the area. Or reasonably certain, anyway. Uh-oh. Well, that looks like a fun time to be had by all. They are definitely not things I want to tangle up with right now. Oh, there's our target. Well, fun. Uh-oh. Yeah, you better go away. I really don't want to tie up these guys because that's going to be exciting. Maybe if I can get them to come at me one at a time. Right now, 2 at a time is not looking like an exciting... Well, it's looking like exciting, that's the problem. Yeah, I don't actually want you to leave. I'd like to pick you off one at a time. So if I can get just close enough for the one to turn around, but not the other. Okay, that's close enough, thank you. You guys are still mining? Good. One ship headed my way. I'm concerned. Also, is it just me or did that ship die? Because I don't have an objective to go get it anymore. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. Hey you, get over here. Okay, fine. We'll sit a little bit closer and wait for one of them to blunder out here again. I think our objective died though. Because there's no longer showing a spot on the map for it. Okay. This is probably one of the tier 6 pirate stations we're supposed to destroy. Not too excited about that idea though. I want to go close enough to find out what that unknown signal is, but I will get wrecked if I get that close to the hostiles that are there. Well, let's fly back to the station through this unknown, or right past this unknown signal. These guys can just have fun on their own. I was looking forward to salvaging that ship that was out here. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Asteroid field, okay. Barge Barrow has finished salvage operations. That's probably a pirate base, and I probably don't want to get too close to it. Yeah, that's definitely not something I want to get close to. That's a few ships too many. Then again, okay, here. Let's go engage in a bit of a temporary insanity. Let's see if we can crawl in, attract the attention of one ship. That's a lot of ships. We're definitely not going to be chasing whatever we find. Yeah, that's a lot of ships. No, thank you. If I can catch any of those way off by themselves or something, maybe, but... This poor guy is going to get dragged into the station and killed, I can almost guarantee it. Alright, forget this. Let's get out of here. Yep, he's dead. Those guys are still mining. You don't have enough for a mining laser yet, do you? Not even close. Where did all our coils go? We had more than that. I'm pretty sure I didn't buy anything. At least nothing that would have taken coils. Okay, well. We might have to bring that in and install the mining laser at the station. Okay. Free money. Don't really care about faction conflicts. Want us to explore. Because 4,000 credits for doing so. That's 6 more unknown signals. Some of them are quite hostile. Rescue station. Eliminate 2 pirates. Station must survive. I think it's time to do this. 7,000. Any cosmeteer who can destroy the bandits and rescue the station. Alright. Crew's back on board the barge. Let's send that in here to the station and see if we can buy what we cannot get from mining. Though we definitely want to keep this place in mind because max speed 15 meters a second. This thing's not much better at 33. I really should improve its engines. Like, I really should improve its engines. It's just got small ones. It's kind of pathetic, to be honest. Loot. I spy loot. Taking a Sunday drive? Pretty much. That ship has a grand total of okay, let's close in close. Let's get rid of their guns before they get rid of our armor. Unfortunately, this disruptor is being problematic. Okay, but they lost their guns. Now they just have a disruptor, which doesn't do much damage. It does do some damage, though. We have definitely taken considerable damage on this mission. Or not mission, but... Okay, they're dead now. Alright, what kind of... and what grade of loot can we get around here? There. Let's see how our lovely little friend here is getting on. Very slowly, that's how. Alright, we were able to repair ourselves with what we looted. There we go. Our storage appears to be full. That is a condition that we should probably fix if possible. More importantly, let's see if we can improve our engines a little bit. Okay, that frees up some much needed space. Thinking here. I think that's probably fine for now, actually. Yeah, we can fit the rest of our loot. Looks like some hypercoils, which are exceedingly valuable, but dude, don't stop. Keep going. There we go. Okay, back to our target. Supposedly there are multiple pirates attacking this station. What kind are you? But a puny toothpick. These things are easy to kill. Just need to take the cockpit out and we've won. That said, we are being shot in the ass by the other one. That is very bad. Did we lose our cockpit? Damn it. We are dead. Big time dead. That is very bad. At least the guns are still operational. Sort of. Just as I say that, they run out of their last little bits of ammo. Okay, I think we're going to load our game. Actually, 8:12, 8:20. Okay. We're going to lose about 10 minutes. Note to self. Multiple ships, even if they are types that are normally squishy, are very dangerous. Okay, you guys are still looting. Good deal. Yeah, there's no point hanging around that thing. We're not going to get anything out of it. We kind of need some kind of small ship that is well defended and just has some annoying guns, whose sole job is to tie up enemies and keep them from maneuvering in ways that we don't want them to. Okay, receive payment. Okay, we can't hire any more crew because we're full up. That's actually good. Although crew is very expensive. Let's sell our hyperfuel because we can't use it anyway. And let's not sell anything else because the rest of it we do need. Now, are there any construction things we want to get done? Yes, there are. We want to put the bigger engines on. And we have no armor from this side. So let's stiffen ourselves up at least a little tiny bit. We won't effectively be able to armor any of the rest of this. which is probably bad, actually. Let's go ahead and move these one tick out. Let's put a little more armor in like that. These engines will be a little more exposed because they're not going to be behind the shields anymore. But I'm going to go ahead and put some armor wedges on the sides here to help shadow them a little. Additionally, some armor wedges there. I think those actually stick out of the shield, which might be bad. Change my mind about that instead. Or, better yet, about that instead. Okay. What about shields for the engines? That would definitely be something that would make a certain amount of sense, but we would need a much larger ship to fit them in. Yeah. Much larger. The nice thing is I'm not going to really try to do anything economic with this ship. Except cannon ammo production. So I don't need to worry about, well, much of anything with it. Okay, how are you doing? Have you finished your mining? Yes, you have. All right. Come back to the station, please. You. Get all the friendlies. Get the rescue mission. And off we go. Mounting point defenses around the station, around the ship would make some sense too. Also, I really don't like this engine layout. Okay, with the bigger engines, we're up to 58.5 meters a second, which is much better. Still not amazing, but much better. Okay. 2 ships of piratical intent. Let's rotate the camera a little bit here so they're in front of us. Take 2, much heavily armored than take 1. You looking for them X4 speeds? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, this guy wants to get around our flanks. I don't like him doing that. However, just shoot the cockpit, please. We are definitely taking damage in our side. Okay, problem solved. Alright, we took some damage. We lost one of our side engines. Got a little beat up. But ultimately, it's going to end poorly for both of them. Just a few more shots down the middle. There we go. We could capture that ship, but I don't have the crew to run it, so no thank you. All right. Let's see what we can collect. Might have to add at least some temporary cargo storage just to hold repair supplies and such like. How's the barge barrow doing? Very slowly, that's how it's doing. I think this thing's going to get a major redesign eventually when I can afford it. Where I have multiple large engines all pointing at each other in a big square, and then the whole ship is built around that square. So the engines are protected behind everything else. Which is not a terrible way to design big clunky ships. Very bored cube, but yeah, this will have some juicy loot on it. Fully repaired. And paid for by our enemies. Just the way it should be. This thing definitely needs an engine upgrade. Can we afford an engine upgrade? No. We could not even buy one single standard thruster. Okay. We could probably fit another pair of small thrusters. It's a bit painful, but we need the speed. That should double our speed, roughly. Well, it'll double our thrust. I don't know if it'll double our speed. Pretty much doubles our speed. All right. We're still slower than heck, but... Okay, Model C, buddy, get over here. We're going to loot as much as we possibly can. Okay, how are we doing? Actually, we're doing really well. Okay, what lies around here? Cannon shells and a bit of hull plating. Like that, maybe? There. Oh, that definitely used up everything that wasn't cannon shells. Okay, new station, new jobs. Give me the money. Lots of delicious bounties. Okay. Has this thing reached the station yet? Yes, it has. Alright. Purchasing a mining laser. How much is this going to cost us? 36k. Or 3.6k, I mean. Well, I really want a mining laser. This is probably a really bad place for it, to be honest. I'm gonna sell that hyperdrive. We're never gonna use it for anything. Also, there's no point in having those out there. Now, the mining laser is going to... No, that's not what I wanted to do. The mining laser is going to get put somewhere Okay, so I don't like where the crew quarters currently are positioned. Like, at all. They're kind of in prime real estate, and I would like to move it, not sell it, but okay, thank you, game, whatever. If we can't move that part, let's move the rest of the ship, I guess. Okay, what parts exactly are reduced refund? I think it's this reactor, yes. Okay. So anything we've built is available to just move around at will. Anything that was part of the original ship is so-called reduced refund and won't give us as much as it's worth back. So we can't move these 3 pieces without being very expensive. That said, I would like to do so anyway. I think what I'm actually going to do is like that. And then move these down to there and these up to there. Delete that. Like so. I really don't like this design. As long as I don't click make it so, nothing actually really happens. So let's try deleting that and that. Okay, crew quarters. 2 of them. Generator. 1 of them. And then all the storage in the world. Times 2. Okay, we have a giant freighter set up to mine with not a whole lot of crew. And also it is slow as heck. And we cannot afford it. What is costing so much? Okay, well, not those pieces for sure. Okay, let's go back until it doesn't cost so much. I think it's the... Okay, we cannot move that reactor. Everything else? Sure, no problem. Reactor cannot be moved. So you know what we do instead? I think we can afford to move the cockpit. This is so stupid. This is so incredibly stupid. But I guess it's gonna work. We'll put it there. No, we won't. We'll put it there. That way we can buy another pair. Yeah. We can move everything around the reactor, but we can't move the reactor. It's still going to cost a lot of money. But I can change that very quickly. No? Okay, so it's purely these hypercoils that's making it cost so much. Okay. Let's put some slightly larger standard thrusters on. We can afford those. And let's also move these doors for optimal crew passage. Okay. Don't need that door there. Okay. These doors would actually optimally go up there. These thrusters would optimally go there. Which means these thrusters would better go there. And that'll give us straighter shots from the power generator to the various engines. Okay, this could cost us $36,000, which we can't actually afford. Because the engines, probably. No, actually not. Okay. Maybe it is the bigger engines. Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll just have to add them later. All right. Back to the ship graveyard for mining. We definitely need to get the blueprints to be able to make our own coils. Also, this thing is once again even slower than before. Oh well. That's just the way things are, I guess. So, let's wander around and see what we can do to make more resources. Hello, target. You lead your extra small engines back to a snail's pace. Yeah, I know. Why, hello, other differenter target. Don't know if I want to tie both of you on at once. Just saying. Hopefully you come this direction. Awesome. He is indeed. Bit of gold next to me. Yeah. I'll bring out the... Oh, there's one of these annoying things. Here. If we can get lucky and take this stupid thing out, we'll be golden. Just one more shot. Good. Awesome. That's going to save us so much damage. Okay, I would really rather not shoot that. Unfortunately, it's between me and the cockpit, so we'll just shoot it. It's going to be trashed anyway. These back burners are, without question, the most annoying craft around here. Okay, we really can barely pick up any of this stuff. Here, get your ass over here. Let's see what we can do in the way of better engines. Precious little, that's what. We definitely cannot afford 2 of them. We can't even afford 1 of them. We can't afford 2 small ones, I guess. That'll give us a little more speed. I hope all those bits don't despawn before we get there. But we really need this thing here to do our looting. Okay. Is that target actually coming in? I think pieces are despawning already. Or no, those were picked up to repair us, weren't they? Gotta keep an eye on him, make sure he's not circling. Try to get behind us. Okay. That was apparently one of the roving pirates, so hopefully he's buggered off for a bit now. Oh, here he comes again. No, loot's still here. All right. More storage added. Because now that we can pay the weight cost. Actually, I don't know if that actually makes sense to wait until we're at a location and then spend, because I don't know if cargo weighs anything as far as the calculations go. Okay. We just need to stop around and pick stuff up while the lasers break it. Got some valuable stuff there. All right. We can mine all the hyperfuel and stuff if we wanted to. We currently don't have hyperdrives in anything, so it's probably not worth it though. Anyway, we definitely want to make sure that this thing does not get into combat. I thought you said nearby gold. No. Oh, there we go. Also some uranium. That's kind of rare too. We might as well mine all the stuff that's not common. And even then, it probably wouldn't hurt to mine a bit of sulfur, for example. Okay, mining lasers. Money, lots of money. Okay, and the uranium is over here. Keep the Model C nearby because enemies have been spotted in this area. Need to give this a better name too. Suck that uranium right out of the ground. Oops, we flew off and left some of our crew. Okay, iron. We don't need yet. Copper, we don't need yet. Probably should hit up a sulfur asteroid and mine it all. It's not like we can't afford to build more storage. Although the larger we make this thing, the closer to immobile it gets. Come on, game. Gotta get close enough so the lasers can get at it. Okay. Sulfur's probably a good one. We need sulfur to rearm the Model C. But if I can store it all aboard my service barge, that'll save me a lot of trouble. I'll just have to transfer it over. In the same menu where you can transfer crew, you can transfer resources. So I can just mine out all the sulfur. Which... this was a bad place to put the mining laser. Its range is too short. I should have put it on the front. That'll require a bit of redesigning if I want to do that though. Just kind of creep into a better position. You definitely need more crew aboard this thing. Oh well. Oh, let's see. How many resources do you want to transfer? They stack to 5. Enemy. Hello. Go ahead and transfer. Oh. That'd be 4 stacks of sulfur. Okay, what do you have on board you don't need immediately? What is that? Okay, let's transfer all the stuff we don't actually need for immediate repairs and such like. The hyper coils, everything but our steel and coils, basically. Enriched uranium, processors. We'll keep our sulfur, we'll keep our coils, we'll keep our steel, we'll keep our ammo. Otherwise, let's send it all over. There's no point in having a barge, I guess we can call it. It is its name after all. If we don't use it to store stuff for us. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we need processing facilities on board here to make our own coils. Okay, are we done transferring resources? Looks like it. All right. This is definitely one of the roving pirates. Let's go hit him up. Might be too fast for us to catch, though. We don't want to get too far away from the barge. Because if we get too far away from the barge, we could get jumped by one of the pirates that we definitely know are in the area. Actually, let's just sit right here. We might come back. Aha. Okay, what type of ship is he? One of the dangerous ones. That's what kind he is. This is why we have thick armor up front. Just one more hit, go a little wide and hit this thing. Please. There we go. Okay, this guy's doomed. Our shields are back up. He doesn't have anything that can penetrate them. Let's get the barge over there to start salvage operations. Got a good amount of sulfur on board. That's good. Looks like he kind of went kablooey. Okay, we definitely do not want to accidentally mine all those asteroids. Oh! Hello, Sealuff! And thank you very much for the subscription. 4 months already? Yes, 4 months already somehow. I don't know how. Guess time flies when you're having fun or something like that. Anyway. Thank you very much for the subscription. I think I may have said that already, but it bears repeating. Why is no one mining the mining laser? Manning the mining laser. Mining the mining laser. Quite a boxy ship we have there. Yes, we have this boxy contraption, and then we have the boxier contraption. This thing is basically just crew quarters, a few small engines, and a mining laser. Very uncomplicated. Beings of fleet. Yep. This was once one of those little annoying ones that have one of the kind of wedge-shaped ones that has the 4-point defenses on the nose and flies away from you altogether too fast when you annoy it. Yeah, it's one of those little bastards. Anyway, it has since become a bit more barge-ish. It's also very slow. It looks like top speed is almost 30 meters a second, but not quite. Let's see. What do we have around here? Anything valuable? This hyperfuel stuff is kind of valuable. Mostly it's just a lot of iron and copper. Anyway. We probably should fly this back to the local station, because I don't think there's much mining left to do in the area. I was using it to hoover up all the loot, but I think at the moment we're capable of collecting our own loot with this thing. We don't have much storage space on this, but I can add more if I need it. Target banner area and asteroid field overlapping each other. That means there's going to be like 3 or 4 ships in here. Unless it's this one, in which case there'll be a ship and 3 defense platforms. Anyway, I did a bit of poking around last night, and it turns out in the new version of the game, you can't buy new ships, unlike the older versions. What you can do... Okay, those are defense stations. What you can do instead is build a ship off the side or whatever of your existing one and then blow it off with explosive charges. Or cut the connection with explosive charges. Which I kind of figured out how to do just from looking through the blueprint thing and seeing the blueprint for the explosive charge and reading its description. Although obviously I hadn't tried it yet. And the other way is to capture an enemy ship by transferring crew over to it once it's disabled. Which I figured out at the very end of the stream with AF last night. Small cannon platform. Okay, it looks like these are all the defensive platforms. I definitely want to shoot this. Okay, we've disabled it almost intact. That's actually awesome. There's the mobile ship. Let's try to take out this other one. Meanwhile, barge, buddy. Out the station, please. Receive payment on the bounty. I can't buy any of these yet. I really, actually, I can not buy it. It's 15,000. I really want the steel smelter, but I really want the coil factory. Unfortunately, you need to buy one before you can buy the other, so it's going to be 30,000 before I can afford it. Get your ass out here, because we're going to need you for salvage operations. For that right there. Matter of fact, we'll order him to fly over there right now. I don't think this thing will just despawn, but guess we'll find out. Wait. Did somebody else blow up those stations? If so, I'm gonna be very displeased because I wanted to loot those. Somebody else just blew up all my targets out here. I mean, okay. I can still get paid for that, right? On the other hand, you blew them all into little pieces, you scum. Okay, whatever. We'll suck up what resources we can. At least this one was captured mostly intact. I guess that means we can send the barge in straight. There's the station, their ship we were supposed to be destroying. Okay. Barge, buddy. Yeah, get over here. I need you to loot the area. This thing really needs larger crew if we're going to be doing heavy duty mining. Because we need to have a whole crew, a whole crew quarters of 6 guys to maintain the laser. That said, we're going to get a lot of nice salvage out of this. Except the cannon ammo. I don't really want the cannon ammo. Okay. Couple pirates. I would really prefer not to have to go after them right now. I want to... Oh, they're definitely coming my way. Dude, that's an effigy. Those are not fun. That's a horsefly. He's shooting me in the side too. Right into a weak point. Okay, look, take the guns off the effigy quickly, quickly, quickly. We need to turn and engage the horsefly. Okay. Who cares about the effigy? He's dead in the water, basically. This thing's actually really weak. It's got the cockpit right on the front. We just need to hit the cockpit once or twice. Okay, good deal. Now. Barge buddy, could you please... Let's see, is the Alt to disable all of them? Enable all except ammo. There we go. Because we never want to pick up ammo. We do, however, want to pick up everything else. We're going to end up throwing most of this ammo overboard, I think. I'm fine with this effigy just sitting there staring at us, because I would like to try to capture this, maybe. It's still in pretty intact shape. Hey, knock it off! You monster! Stop! You scum! He blew it up. Can you believe that? Let's see. Over there was a horsefly. Right there, matter of fact. Okay. We've got quite a lot of loot scattered around the area. Okay. And I think we're going to be full on storage right soon now. Yes, we are full on storage. Well, there's an easy fix to that problem. And it's called making our big fat ship even fatter and slower. What's our current top speed? About 20, a little over 20. Okay, let's see if we can fix that up a little bit. Standard thrusters. Boom. Could add even more thrusters back here. Okay, we're back up over 30 now. RIP our almost complete effigy that we could have either captured or captured and then scrapped or something. Actually, that's probably what I would have done with it, is captured it and then scrapped it. Okay, the range on that mining laser is way longer than I thought it was. It just runs through power at a tremendous rate. Which means it probably should be configured differently. It should be beside this or something. And it definitely needs to have dedicated assigned crew. Which means this thing needs more crew. Which I kind of already knew, I guess. Okay. Go mining laser. There we go. Now I have a feeling that there's another wreck out here somewhere. I'm gonna poke around a bit. I think it was over here maybe? Somewhere over this area. It's a nice thing that you can see your previous course, because then you can know where you haven't looked yet. But I'm pretty sure that there was a defense platform out here somewhere. Okay. Where were you at, defense platform? Before you were so rudely destroyed by another not me vessel. Don't know where he was at. Oh wait, here we go. Also, this thing needs to be repaired, and I keep forgetting to do it. Probably a good opportunity to do that right now, then. Looks like there's still some enemy crew on board. Well, not for long. All right. Let's get the barge borrow over here. Looking more and more barge-like as time goes on. We actually have a decent amount of stuff on board. And it's actually reasonably fast now, too. Like 45, 46 meters a second. Not too bad. I definitely wanted to get the ability to make my own coils, though. Make my own hull plates? Okay. Make my own coils? That's... Hyper coils especially would be awesome, but just plain coils would be okay, too. Because that would get me the ability to build most... Well, actually, let's see. Cockpit requires hypercoils. Small reactor requires uranium. But that's not a problem. We have enough to buy a couple of those at this point. But most of the basic ship parts just cost coils and plates. So you could build reasonable numbers of small, cheap stuff without anything special going on. Obviously, hypercoils would be awesome as well, but... yeah, anyway. Cannon ammo, don't care. We have loads of it. Speaking of which, is there anything we need to transfer over? We're a little low on sulfur. But actually, I'm going to transfer all the cannon ammo over. We don't have that much cannon ammo, really. It's just like a little. We have 70-some hypercoils on board the barge. Okay. We'll transfer some sulfur as well. Actually, I think I might have done the transfer for that the wrong way. No? Did it the right way. Oh, because I filled the inventory up with other crap, namely the cannon ammo. Okay. Well, we're definitely not going to need that sulfur just right away then. Alright, so while we're here, let's make this thing symmetrical the way it was always intended to be. So now we have more fire extinguishers just in case. Tempted to put even more engines on, but we are severely undersupplied with braking thrust at the moment. And it's actually fast enough as it is. I'm fairly happy with it. Okay, so we've looted this area pretty well. How many crew does the barge have? 7 out of 12. Okay. Let's go back to the base. And let's see. Let's sell our gold. And maybe our raw uranium. Yeah. We'll sell our gold, raw uranium, and probably our hyperfuel, because that's cheap as dirt all over the place. and see what we get out of it. Oh, speaking of gold. Get mining, buddies. There's valuable stuff in there. There's gold in them there hills. Quite a lot of it, actually. Who knew gold mining could be so profitable? Okay. Are we back on board? Yep, now they are. Off to the station we go. We should probably mine some... no, we're good on sulfur. Okay. Got a couple missions we can pick up. Pretty decent pay for that one anyway. This one's okay, I guess. Let's hire 5 crew for 5,000, almost 6,000 credits. Ouch. Okay. We can sell all of our hyperfuel for 1.5k. We can sell all of our hypercoils, which we're definitely not going to do. Gold, that'll give us another 5.3k. And uranium will get us 1.8k. Both of those are obscenely valuable, apparently. So that'll get us a little over halfway to the ability to produce our own coils. I'm going to unlock the steel smelter while I'm here, and then we'll build that. And then we'll have to redesign the ship around it, probably. Okay. Is there anything else in here that we really desire to have? Bigger reactor core would be nice, but not required. Moving walkway would be nice, but not required. Large cannon? Sure. Large cannon's good. Okay. Let's waddle ye old barge back out there and do a little bit of ship redesigning while we travel. Okay, blueprint. On pause, thank you. The steel plant is quite large. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised about that. We definitely do only want one of these, so mirroring off. And then if we stick it here, we'll want to turn it like that. But that's a reasonable place to put it, I think. And we can indeed afford it. Barely. Gonna want to move some of these doors around a little bit. Yeah. I think we're gonna want to move those doors around a little bit. There we go. Okay. So that'll allow us to produce as much steel as we want, I guess. Which, alright. We're no longer steel limited in any way. You can start a new ship from the build menu, or do you have to capture something and repair and build up? Or can you start a new ship from the build menu? There's 2 ways to get a new ship. You can find a wreck. Either a little bit of a ship that you just blew up, Or there's some wrecks that just... There's some places where wrecks spawn. For example, I found a ship graveyard earlier that's just full of wrecked ships, mostly worthless ones, just to have plating and nothing else, but anyway, then you just get close to the wreck, go in here, transfer crew, and you can capture it that way. Preferably if you can find a wreck that is at least partially complete, it'll save a lot of money on having to build it. The other way is to go to a station and buy a blueprint for the explosives charge. And then you build your ship, the new ship, off the side of your old ship. Like, say, just use some structure blocks and build a pylon off the side and then build your new ship out here, your beginnings of it or whatever. Then you place an explosive charge somewhere between the two and detonate it, and that'll cut it in half and you'll have two ships. So those are the two ways, as far as I know, to make a new ship. Unfortunately, you can't just buy one. That would be very convenient. Come on, mining laser. I think these idiots are in the way, so the mining laser's not going to fire. Try to move up like this. That make a difference? Yeah, it will. Maybe the mining laser can't fire over certain kinds of... or certain of the ship blocks. Doesn't really make sense, though. Well, anyway. This ship, for example, was once an enemy ship. Just kind of a... Oh... What kind even was it? It was one of those wedge-shaped ones with the four... the 4-point defenses on the nose. And no other guns, just one of the dinky little ones. I managed to shoot it up without actually doing much damage to it, and then... There's no original parts left except the reactor. That's the only bit that's still... Okay. Let's mess around here a little bit with the cargo. Let's clear the steel out of there. Might as well keep it producing hull plates. In addition to which, of course, we're going to keep mining iron. Well, while that does that, let's go check out if there's anything hostile up this way. I mean, we know there is, but let's go find out what it is, I guess you should say. It's definitely quite useful to have one ship that is dedicated to economy and one ship to combat, because it saved me from having to put so much storage on this thing. And not having a drive to put storage on it. Actually, wait. About face. Back we go. I need to make some changes to this ship. I forgot. I unlocked large cannons. which I cannot yet afford. Although I think maybe I can with the coils that are on board this vessel, so let's find out. Actually, can we use the coils off them when we build? Okay, apparently we have 40 coils and we need 42. Yeah, this thing does not have much in the way of coils. Alright, might have to go kill something and loot it before we can put the large cannons on. Okay. Go ahead and kick up the speed a little bit. Or a lot of bit, actually. That is not our target. That is something entirely different and also hostile. This, however, is our target. And how much do you want to bet that it is also hostile to whoever else is here and ends up blowing up? Okay, this is probably a mistake. Good thing we have heavy armor on this thing. What is the other ship? Horsefly? Okay. The Horsefly is hostile to our targets. That's good. Unfortunately, we are taking a little bit of damage because of the disruptor. Okay, now we need to tangle with the Horsefly. Which thankfully is easy because Horseflies are squishy because they have the cockpit in the front. Whoever designed them, well, they were designing an easy ship. Assuming my cannons can hit the middle part they're actually aiming at. There we go. Go ahead and repair. Now, where... We probably should go ahead and bring the Barrow in. Okay. Out here is likely the carcass of the other thing we just blew up. There's a hostile. Not interested in us at the moment. We'll want to track him down eventually, but... Okay, here be loot. And there's the back burner. Which is why we brought the barge in, because it is equipped to collect all that loot. Uh-oh. The barge is in no way equipped to take any kind of combat damage whatsoever. Okay. Good thing he wasn't interested in the barge. This guy's pretty fast. We might just want to wait here for him to come back. Because he will come back. They tend to follow the same route over and over again. How much space do we have on board? Oh, pretty good. Probably should change the crew priorities to make them a little less willing to go out and destroy stuff, because we do have the laser, which should, in theory, be much faster than having some random people and laser cutters do that. Okay. So out here is probably the other carcass. Once we have everybody back on board. Okay. We're gonna keep the Model C nearby. Yeah. Here's our other carcass. The horsefly who helped us deal with our little problem and then immediately was rewarded with it by us shooting him. There we go. I don't know how this thing decides what it's going to shoot and what it's not going to shoot. Apparently it can't fire forward though. I don't know if it's because something up here is blocking it, or if it just doesn't want to, or... Okay, what have we got in the way of cargo? 48 coils. That'll definitely be enough to put the large... Okay, now is where we try something. We can definitely not afford large cannons. We have 20 coils in stock. Let's fly the barge over here. And when the barge is close by, we'll check again, and we'll see if we can actually share inventory when we're building. If we can't share inventory when we're building, which I suspect we probably can, but if, just in case we can't, we'll have to transfer the stuff over, or drop it in space or something. But I'm pretty sure that we can transfer. Also, I should temporarily disable ammo production, because we have plenty of ammo in stock. Large cannons, yes indeed, we do have the other ship's cargo available to build with. Alright. B guns have been enabled. That's going to take 4 of our 12 crew just to man the guns themselves. Well, it's probably a good thing we don't have anything much else going on in this ship. They're likely going to move all of the cannon ammo up. Let's actually go ahead and restructure inventory slightly. And we're going to want to transfer more sulfur over. Let's go ahead and set up supply chains a little bit. Okay. Get this ammo all moved out. Yeah, then we're gonna have to transfer more sulfur over. You think the hitbox of your cannons extend to the very tip? I don't actually know. I guess we can find out though, because it is sticking out of the side of the shield. If we start taking cannon damage despite the shield staying up, then I guess we know. The good thing is that cannons are pretty tanky. Hello. This is a back burner. Okay, we lost our shields, so any information we would have gained is less than useful. I'd like to take out the cockpit, but the chances of hitting that, just from the way the ship is designed, is very low. Looks like we're gonna hit everything else first. Okay, shields are back up. That's good. Actually, wait. No, he's gonna turn around with us. He's not so dead he can't turn. So, goodbye to your reactor core, I guess. Actually, no, because we have used up all of our ammo in that battle. Oh, it must have been on fire. Okay. Move out here into the middle of this big clump of the root. Repair. Worst case, we can just move this forward a little bit. Also, why don't I have doors directly between these two? That would improve things considerably. Alright, any other weird inefficiencies? Other than the fact that we have very little in the way of... Also, get your butt up here where you can be useful. Okay, let's do some cargo transferring. And we'll do it from this side. The other way. Let's see. We want to transfer most of our steel to the barge. Keep a little bit on hand just in case. And then from the barge, we want to transfer... Yeah, about 5 stacks of sulfur. That should keep the ammo going. Also, it's a good thing we increased these to full ammo instead of half ammo, half steel like it was originally. Because these large cannons are very ammo hungry. We have to sit around a little bit while we accumulate more ammo, it looks like. Let's move a little closer. Okay. The ship is definitely fairly both similar and very different from the previous ships I was using. It's probably high time that I started rebuilding it. Problem is I don't really want to until such time as I'm able to make most of the parts myself. Once I can make coils, that'll help out a lot with making a larger ship. I'll still need to source hypercoils and some other parts and stuff like that, but... Okay, well, we have lots of targets waiting our attention, so... Let's just go ahead and move the fleet over that way. Looks like they're moving in company. That's good. The barge is definitely the slower one of the pair, but still works out pretty well. Not so slow. Anything under 30 is kind of painful, in my opinion. But about 50 or so is acceptable. I would like to have combat ships to be more like 80 or so. Just for reasons of being able to get away if things go horribly wrong or whatever, but they don't have to be. Okay, we'll leave the barge here at the edge. Because we definitely do not want this into combat, although we want it nearby so we can come in and loot the target afterwards. Have I ever seen one of these before? Well, let's see if we can take out those. Large cannons against these small ships is just murderous. Alright, barge. Have to get closer before we can do that. Looks like we did take a little damage here on our side armor. The stuff that sticks outside around the shield. I should definitely start getting... Probably right here. I don't know if that's a good spot or not. In the middle, maybe. Well, somewhere. I should get some point defenses. Problem is, I'm not quite sure where I want them. I could put them out here instead of these things. I could put them there. And that would actually have a fairly decent arc. And it would have access to everything else. Or I could put them here. Although I'd have to make some modifications to make that work. This is probably the best place to put them, right here. I could move them back a little too, without seriously obstructing their arc too much. But I'm not sure what that would really gain me. So I think I'll put them there. I could put more farther back and pointed to the sides. Like this or something. Or put them back here maybe. Don't think we can actually put them here because they would... actually, would that count as acceptable? It looks like it might. Because yeah, it says prohibited area if we move out one. But if we put it there, it looks like it's okay. That might be decent because it would cover our flanks. For missiles and such like. Which we haven't really seen yet, but I'm sure they're coming. But we really should get more crew. Which means we need to lengthen the ship. Okay, so, blueprint mode. Go ahead and move the current engines to the rear. We'll leave these engines alone. Go ahead and move that armor back. And then we'll put the new crew quarters there. And corridors back, and then we have some space here that honestly we probably should put storage in there and dedicate it to sulfur. I'm trying to think if there's anything more important we need to have inside the ship. I don't think there's anything more important at the moment. I definitely want larger engines. But I think having a solid chunk of storage that is dedicated for the use of sulfur is probably our best bet here. Let's see. Anything else I want to move around while I'm at it? We're definitely going to getting low on thrust. The cannons don't seem to be taking damage through the shield. So that's good. We need to unlock the blueprint for the large thruster, that's for sure. And when that happens, I need to redesign the ship. I guess we could just drop a pair of large thrusters in, but I'd like to do it a little smarter. Okay. Sulfur. Those slots. Supply chain. You supply that. There we go. Now. We need to transfer another 25 sulfur over, I think. So let's move alongside. Transfer resources. No, that's the wrong way. Okay, 35 sulfur total. 30 in the storage, 5 in the cannon, the ammo manufacturing. Okay. We're full up on cannon ammo. We are full up on cannon ammo. Alright. We should probably transfer some plates and coils over for repair purposes. For now, I'm just going to leave these empty, I guess. What I should do and what I'm going to do are two different things. It looks like we've run out of iron. Well, next asteroid field we find along the way, if we find any, we'll have to stop and do a little bit of mining. We should definitely check out some of these unknown signals over here particularly. And maybe stop by the ship graveyard and do a little bit more pre-processed steel mining. Okay, what's our current top speed? 46.4, okay. I wonder who the slowpoke is at the moment. Probably this one, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Also, why are these firing on full and these not firing at all? I don't see any lopsided weight or anything. The ship is perfectly centered around these two blocks. This one should be firing on full. Or at least firing. Odd. Let's order it to move individually so we get a better idea of what actual top speed is. Actual top speed turns out to be right around 50, which is really quite bad. Alright. Mildly unfortunate. Also, why is it firing at side thrusters at full speed? Yeah, okay, whatever. What do we have here? Phalanx light escort. Alright. These guys are actually pretty tough, but this one is giving me a very bad showing up against two heavy cannons. Or they're relatively tough for the size of the ship anyway. Let's bring the barge in and mine it. Yeah, actually, let's stop here first to get this loot. Bunch of random stuff out here, some of which looks valuable. These guys are really tough as half the ship disappears. Pretty much. They're not really tough, but they're tougher than a lot of the other designs. Or a lot of the other designs that you find in the starter system anyway. Nothing out here is particularly tough. The hardest ones are the ones that have disruptors. Because those actually, most of the time your shields just don't care. Against disruptors, suddenly shields don't matter, and that's a bit of a problem. Which is, after all, why I have pretty thick armor on the front of this thing. Okay, we're a bit slow, so let's head over to the next target while the barge finishes up here. I think I'm going to add more engines to the barge just to make it go faster. It's going to be a bit inconvenient for the crew to reach, but oh well. They can deal with it. Also, I'm going to change the forward engine configuration. Have 2 forward, and then we'll use 2-way thrusters here instead of a 3-way. Our side thruster configuration will be kind of terrible, but actually, if I move these back one, exactly like that actually, put in 2-way thrusters like that, that'll give us a little more forward thrust and sideways thrust. Much more symmetrical. Okay, are we done mining around here? Yes, we are. Alright. See what the top speed of the barge is. A quite respectable 75.4, it looks like. That's actually faster than the Model C. Alright, what's this unknown signal over here? Okay, that pirate, we're going to want to deal with him eventually. Oh, a gold asteroid. Don't mind if I do. We'll just bring the barge right in and mine that. And there's our target. What's this? Instigator? Okay. Instigators aren't too bad. Unfortunately, the cockpit is in the back, which is basically means it has to blow the whole thing up. We're much more likely to hit the reactor. And then it goes boom, and then we lose most of our loot. Okay, how are we doing with the mining here? Looks like they didn't remember how to use the mining laser. I don't know why they sometimes just don't use the mining laser. I think it might have something to do with firing arcs or something. Yeah, because see, now they're firing at it. I think they can't fire it straight ahead. They can definitely fire it to the side. Okay. Let the crew pick up those last bits of gold. That's going to make us a pretty penny when we get back to the station. I need to redesign this thing with a central corridor, because that'll speed up movement a lot. And it's not like a large footprint is particularly bad or anything. Yeah, there's definitely something weird with the firing arcs in that laser. I'm not sure if it's it might be that it can't fire over top of the cockpit, Or it might just be that it can't fire in that direction, period. The way to test that would be to turn it around and see what happens. Which I should be able to do for free. Or at least for not much. Okay, there's a pirate that needs to go away. Let's see if we can hit him up with the Model C. He appears to be going away alright. Going away from me. Okay, fine. Be that way. Accelerate speed a bit. Get this loop cleaned up. Oh, that's why I can't see the inside. We are filling up on steel plates. That's fine, because then we can just buy more capacity, no problem. I think I'm gonna make this ship a couple tiles wider. Also, they're done. Go ahead and modify this thing to make it better. We're still gonna keep it. Oh. I kind of want to make it an odd width. If I do that, it's going to require a lot of redesigning, though. Well, actually, not so much. Okay, blueprint mode on. And we will select half of the ship. Okay, what is reduced refund on here? Don't remember. Would it be some of these corridors? Okay, fine. None of it's terribly expensive. Oh, okay, that thing. Actually, I wanted to turn here. Back, forget that. Mirror mode off. Let's just cut off. Let's just cut off this side. And then if we move like that. And then move the cockpit down there to beside the... Okay. And then you get flipped around to face the other direction. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Not quite. Well... Yes and no. Mostly no. I only want a one wide corridor down the middle. For now. Later, at some point in the future, I may want to change that. But for now... Boom. Okay. So you get to be put in the actual middle of the ship. I do want that in front, which means we need to cut the ship apart again and shift that to there. This part gets cut off again, shift it over one. And I just screwed it up again. You know. Okay, fine. Not fine. Sort of fine. Not really fine, but we're going to do it anyway. We are going to have a two wide corridor down the middle. Oops. There we go. Okay, on then we will do like that. Put these back the way they were. I'm going to move these out. Like so. Actually, I could probably turn mirror mode on again. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Delete those doors. In fact, delete all the doors except the ones I'm going to manually place right now. Okay, I think I'm going to make this into dedicated ore and hull plate storage. Match up with that. These are fine. If I move this all forward one, yeah, there's no reason not to have corridors. Except I do kind of want to move these back one like that. And I'll put a little bit of armor on, maybe. Okay, all this rearranging was effectively free. As long as we don't move this, we're fine. Because I think this is the only original part at this point. Oh, nope. There might be a couple pieces of hallway. Matter of fact, I'm going to move those right now. Okay, apparently I can't. I mean, I can, but not without putting them back immediately. Okay, there are a few bits of original stuff. Can I move these up one? No, I can't. The only place they can go is there. All right. Could I put... Yes, we can put larger storages in. Move the airlocks to there. Actually, no. There's someplace I can move the airlock so it's not going to interfere with putting another pair of crew quarters on. I guess I could put them back here, but that seems kind of far away from everything useful. Or I could just make the ship a little tiny bit longer. That actually seems like a good idea. Here, better idea. There. That. Don't need those doors there. This thing has no fire extinguishers. That's probably bad. Actually, I'm going to modify this slightly. Those can go up. And then we will put in a pair of fire extinguishers on either side of the hallway right there. Okay. That's much better. It'll cost practically nothing. Now, resource management. Let's go ahead and set up steel storage there and iron storage there. And then you can connect to there, you can connect to there, and you Let's actually tell it to move to the south. And then we will order this to be all steel production or steel storage. Actually, whoops. Turn off mirroring. There. Okay. That'll hopefully encourage them to keep the steel. Move steel from here to here and move, yeah, whatever. We'll see if it works. We've doubled our crew capacity. Let's go ahead and add some armor. A little bit of armor never hurt anybody. Except where it makes you slower. That can be painful sometimes. Good enough. Okay, we can't put armor down these sides because engine's in the way. Although I guess we could. This is silly and stupid, but we're gonna do it anyway. You can do like this. Not that that's actually going to protect much of anything, but... oh well. That's just the way things are sometimes. I definitely should put better arrangement of engines on this thing. At some point. But for now, it's not happening. I don't want to put too much armor on it because it'll slow it down. And it's already slow enough. On to the next target. What is our new top speed? About 46, maybe 47. Not too bad. Next time we find an asteroid field, we definitely need to see if that mining laser functions better in the new orientation. You can still see some of the old paint from the vessel it originally once was. See if the Model C can catch up to this thing. It's a bit slow. Well, it's catching up. Slowly but surely. Fervent Shark. I don't recognize this at all. But it's got missiles. That's probably bad. This is where I definitely should have put those side-mounted point defenses on that I was talking about adding. Okay, actually, Barge, get back here. I'm going to need you to salvage this thing. Missile launcher. Boom. I think that's the first time I've seen one of those. Let's go ahead and put those point defenses on. I don't have enough coils. Well, I will when the barge gets here. You have a Shiva Thesis scenario on your hands with that one? Wow. I never intended to keep it intact, let's put it that way. I don't particularly like diagonal designs. They seem weird. If they made a cockpit that was designed to look good diagonal, that would completely change my mind on diagonal designs. But I just don't like the way that it seems like it's crabbing. Suppose if I was going to make a diagonal design, it would have to have 2 cockpits, one facing each way, just to satisfy my inner sense of symmetry. Okay, let's speed up time here so the barge's crew can suck this stuff down a little faster. We definitely need to hire more crew. Okay. We've only got a few more bounties left. Got a bunch of them to turn in, too. I wonder how far along we are on the Pirate Hunter one. 7 out of 8. Okay, so we only have one more pirate to defeat before we can turn in the Pirate Hunter mission. That's a pretty decent payout, too. By the time this is done, we'll probably be able to... afford the coil factory. Hello, hello. Send in the Model C. Leave the barge behind. What is this? Phalanx? Yeah, these things have lasers and cannons. Although they're not defensively amazing, they also have a lot of stuff between their most vulnerable bits. It's just that, hey, what am I taking damage on anyway? I should have checked. Idiot. Alright, bring the barge in for looting, as is normal. I probably should move this up 1 slot. Because I wonder if the cannons aren't taking a little bit of damage. The other thing that could be taking damage is the engines, I guess. I think I'll worry about it later. For now, we just need not much, actually. What was I going to build? Oh, yes. The point defenses. I was going to put a pair of point defenses back here somewhere. Right here, I think. This is kind of a terrible place to put them. If you put them back 1, that'll give them a slightly freer firing arc. And then we can just move these doors back like that. Give them a straighter path through there. That should help protect us against missiles a little bit. Okay. Wonder if I should move this ahead. Next time I get damaged, I'll see exactly what was damaged, and then we'll figure it out from there. All cleaned up? All cleaned up. Alright, on to the last Danger 2 mission left. And then it'll be time to go on to Danger 3. After we get all our money and buy some blueprints and all that fun stuff. I definitely need to buy the large engine. Oh, hello? Mr. Pirate? Oh, hello. Bunch of Mr. Pirates. Let's not go over there, why don't we? That looks to be a fun and exciting place of grand adventure. And I am not particularly enthralled with grand adventure at the moment. Although it looks like that ship is. Let's hang around a little bit so we can see what happens. If he managed to take out any of these things, that'll be awesome. Otherwise, we probably don't want to get too close. He's definitely outnumbered. And he just blew up. Okay. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't just charge into things like that. I would really like to go loot him, though. Oh wait, we need iron, don't we? Barge. Mine that iron asteroid. And yes, he is firing forward now, so apparently that's the thing. It can't fire straight back in this direction. Okay. So turning that mining laser around was definitely worth it. Get a little bit closer. Give the crew less distance to travel. Boost the speed up a little bit. That should get us plenty of plates. We don't really need more hull plates, but more hull plates never hurt anybody. After returning all these bounties. Okay, how are we doing on sulfur? Still fine. Okay-ish. Alright. After the next battle, we'll probably have to do a sulfur transfer. Kind of curious if the barge could do anything in combat with its little lasers. Probably not. Are there phalanx? Assuming we make good hits, this shouldn't take too long. Unfortunately, these things tend to just disintegrate because of the way they're designed. Here. Boom. Oh, wait. Gold. Don't mind if I do. Mining lasers to the rescue. Okay, over here, there's quite a debris trail. I want to move to there. Collect all that. And then we'll move up here and actually get what's left of the wreck. If we wanted to, and we had the resources, we could turn each of these little pieces into our own new ship. That would be kind of a silly thing to do, but we could. I'd much rather start with something that had at least an intact power generator. Guess that'd be the optimal way if you wanted to start construction of a ship from nothing. Okay, having that mining laser pointing in the right direction makes a huge difference. Makes it way better to use. Okay, back to the station. Where we're probably going to spend as much of our money and crew as we possibly can. I think I added more crew capacity to Model C as well. Yeah, I did. We still have 12 crew, but we have capacity for 24 on both ships. Alright, 3,500, 3,000, 3,000, 38, 38, 38. Alright, nice dude. Good deal. How much do we have now? Gotta wait for the fish coming in. 15k, alright. Oh, yes, we have stuff to sell too. Specifically, nothing from this ship. We need to hail them from the borrow. We might as well sell all this stuff, because we can get more of that whenever we need it. Lots of rare materials I don't want to sell because we can't easily get those. Gold will give us another 5k. Heck yeah. Processors, enriched uranium, the hypercoils, none of that stuff is stuff I want to sell. Okay. Scale the station with this other guy, and let's see what we can buy in the way of blueprints. Coil factory we definitely want. Well, that's only 13k. It was showing us... Oh, I wonder if prices go down as the factions like us more. That would make sense. Anyway. Hypercoil factory costs 22k. That's not cheap. Although we could almost buy that actually at this point. We could hire 11 more crew for 16,000. Okay, are there any other blueprints that we really want? Tractor beam. Sensor array would be nice. Explosive charge. We should probably buy explosive charge because it's cheap. And it'll help us if we want to build a new ship. Medium reactor. Tempting. Small hyperdrive. I don't really need a hyperdrive just yet, but I'm going to need one soon. Large thruster. That's what I needed. Huge thruster would be nice, but not really required. Boost thruster doesn't seem that useful. Engine room will be useful once you have a larger ship. Oops, I keep doing that. There we go. Flak battery. You destroy enemies' missiles, lasers, and projectiles. Okay. That actually sounds kind of OP, to be honest. Large shield generator. Okay, deck cannon. Huge double-barreled cannon that mounts on top of the ship instead of the side. Ooh, okay. Each barrel fuses together 10 rounds. That would be very expensive. And so loud it briefly stuns nearby crew. The front and sides cannot be within 2 tiles of another roof turrets or tall parts. Okay. So that can go in the middle of the ship. That sounds really awesome, actually. Missile launcher. Railgun pieces. Why is flak battery listed twice? I guess it makes sense as being defensive and cannon-ish. We don't have any lasers purchased. Ion beam prism. Redirects the angles of incoming ion beams, aiming them at enemy ships or other ion beam prisms. Okay. That sounds interesting. I wonder if you can combine beams with that. I need to look that up on the wiki. I assume there's a wiki somewhere. I could buy the deck cannon, but we don't have a big enough ship to make that worthwhile yet. Large shield or flak battery is tempting, but I think we just should get more crew. We'll hire the max crew we can for right now. That should help significantly with making sure everything is manned fully. Additionally, let's transfer over 29 sulfur from the barge. Transfer resources. Sulfur. Apparently we only have 28 on board. Okay, we need to go mine more sulfur then. And I should have transferred it the other... Oh wait, guys from here are coming over. Okay. I say I should have transferred it the other way because we have more crew on the Model C, but apparently more crews from both sides. Am I not done selling that gold? I thought I sold all the gold. Apparently I didn't sell all the gold. Okay, let's do that now then. Anything else I don't need? I need the enriched uranium, the processors. Not sure what the tri-steel is for yet. We probably don't need it just yet. I could sell almost 12k of steel. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. We can always make more steel. Just go ahead and sell it all. That should make us a pretty tidy profit. Can we move a little closer to the station so they have less distance to fly? Apparently station crew is helping move it over. That's good. Give me all your money. Every last penny of it. Ah, the lovely sound of credits falling into my account. That means we can hire more crew. Apparently not that much crew, though. We can hire 3 on board this ship, and then we can hire another one on board the barge. And that is max crew for our current rank. Somehow. And we still have 8,000 credits left. Is there anything in here we actually want? Let's buy the small hyperdrive. We're going to need it eventually. We might as well buy it now. And let's buy the control room, because we're going to want that eventually as well. Might as well buy it while we have the money. Okay. So at this point, we would want to go on to the tier 3 missions. Or the danger 3 or whatever. However, we're not going to do that because it is 10:40. And that sounds like a pretty decent time to quit to me. We just save the game here quick. There we go. Oh. Does it let you assign inventory priority between the 2 ships? No, it doesn't. You have to manually transfer resources if you want to transfer them. Which, I suppose that's fine. Otherwise, you would have your crew randomly flying back and forth between ships and who knows when. Let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I think I'm going to play more of this tomorrow. And we'll see from there. Thursday, I'm definitely going to be playing Tropico as normal, because that's our current Nostalgia Night game. And then, unfortunately, Friday, I'm going to have to go on a trip. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Monday and Tuesday, there won't be any stream. Or it's very unlikely there will be any stream. There's a small chance I might be able to do it anyway. Very small chance. But anyway, let's see. Is there anybody doing anything interesting? It looks like Avi is playing Total War. Let's raid Avi. We haven't raided Avi in a little while. Mostly because Af's streaming. Avi never streams anymore. That's not true. All right. Yeah. Tomorrow, more Cosmoteer, because I'm having too much fun to stop. I know I said X4. I lied. Got like the middle of the day, and it was like, I can't stop thinking about Cosmoteer. Damn it, we're playing Cosmoteer. But until then, I hope you all have fun over at Avi's. And I hope you all have an awesome night. So, good night and goodbye.